Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love. And I'm going to share from the Enchanted Map today and just say, okay, for all of us, what do we need to know today? Because we are navigating all of these different energies and we are constantly on this journey of flow, of change, of growth. So what do we need to know to help us? And because we need to constantly move through energies all the time. And the message is, look at that, protecting the treasure. Believing in the miracles, right? Believing in the fact that there is a universal force of energy that wants us to elevate into our light, basically. And so I'm going to read that because that is the one that wants to come through. And I get that. It's like we want to be moving forwards into the true light of our soul. And so I will read Protecting Treasure. So, although this is a time of great risk, know that at a fundamental level you are able to move forward safely and securely. The proverbial nest egg is safe and sound, no matter the fluctuations in the world. Guardian angels and other guides are whispering to you, making you aware of their protective presence. Your loyalty is an important theme now. Nurture that which you hold dear. This is a good time to strengthen bonds of friendship and ensure their integrity. If you feel tested right now, know that a true and loyal heart always achieves its aim. Take refuge under an angel's wing. You are not alone and have no need to fear. Embrace your courage. Well, so 39 is the number of, I know that for lots of you that follow the channel, then you know that I have a little place by the sea. And that was like a total, when they say believe in the impossible, that is 100%. Like basically they kept it. So just all of these things happened that were just like, what? But because basically what happened was I went I was always thinking of a place by the sea, but I had no sort of expectation, or I just thought I'm never going to be able to do that. You know, I just thought, oh, well, let's see what happens. And then one day I was walking my dogs and, there was this caravan park just on this amazing place overlooking this Durdle door. And I was like, oh my God, that's the most incredible place to have a caravan park. And so I went in and I said, oh, is there any available with a sea view? Because I'm, and basically the girl said, well, you're so lucky because one has only just come up. One's available, and that never happens because normally, you know, they've been passed down through family members for years. And so I went to see it and I was like, yeah, straight away. I was like, yes, please. But I was like, but the only thing is that I can't afford to buy it. But what had happened is that my grandparents had passed away and they had left me a bit of money. And so I wrote to the caravan park because I knew it was family owned. And I wrote to the caravan park and explained that I used to go with my grandparents to stay at there when they had a caravan. And I said that I would really, it would mean so much to me to have this spot. And I explained that I wasn't able to pay for it. Anyway, they're just bonkers. But my guidance said, no, just do it. So I did it. And this is the reason why I'm saying this is because this came out today when it's saying protecting treasure, and it's just saying about abundance and everything coming to you in the right time and all of those things. Because what happened was, they unbelievably they did keep it for me, and it was it was a year later that I was able, I mean, it's just nuts. But basically, it was on the day that they said, right, your final, we will keep it available for you, but you have to pay by this date. This is the final date. And it was coming, and I would email them every week to tell them that I was still interested, and I'd explain where we were in the process and all that sort of stuff. And then when it came down to the final week, and it was still sort of, I was still waiting for solicitors and all this sort of stuff. But basically what happened is that on the actual day, because I was thinking, I'm going to have to, it's not going to happen. On the actual day, in the morning,
I don't have anything
in the morning, the solicitors and everything went through basically. And it was just, and every time, and the reason why I say that is that when I went to, and I was using my twin spirit to help me manifest that. So I would call in the twin spirit and just say, please help, this is part of the life that I am envisioning for myself, by the sea, and I want to have a place by the sea, and like I say, had no idea how it was going to happen. And then when I first went to get the keys, collected the keys, the car next to mine had, the car in the space right next to us had my twin surname. And then all of these other things happened. But it just was so amazing that happened. Like everything about it was just like when, you would think, well, there's no way, and who would take that risk, without having everything lined up and without knowing that, but I just followed my intuition, I just followed my intuition. And even though it seemed seemed very, and it seemed like this is not going to happen, even when that, I just kept following it. And basically in the end it did happen, and it happened on the morning. Everything lined up, everything happened. And it was like a domino effect, right? And that's the thing, that's why that letter has come through today, because again, just as a reminder to say, for your manifestations of whatever life that you want to bring for yourself, it will happen in the right time for you, for all of us, right? And our soul growth, and where we are supposed to be today, tomorrow, all of those things. Everything lines up, and it always happens in hindsight when you look back and you're like, oh, I get it. That had to happen because that was a domino effect for everything else to happen. So I am going to read letter 39. So the beat of the divine love drum continues to get louder, more incessant, more powerful. It sends waves of love, of deep, deep wanting through my body. I sometimes think I can't imagine ever feeling all these feelings. They explode up inside of me. Desire. The desire to touch you is so great. The desire to hold you near me, to feel your body against mine, to feel your skin touching mine, our hands intertwined. I want to touch every part of you. I am drowning in my thoughts, in my dreams, in my fantasies of you and our life together. Wow. And that is something that once my twin said to me, that his favourite thing is when we held hands and our fingers intertwined. I mean, just crazy. But it is like creating that dream life and allowing space to believe in the miracles, to believe that the impossible can be made possible, and we just need to remain open to it. So letter 139 I'm also going to read from book 4, and it is, I feel you next to me. It's almost like you are lying next to me. I can feel you put your arms around me and pull me close to you. I feel our bodies wrapped around each other. And how is that possible? Why do I only feel this way about you? Why is it only you that does this to me, that makes me feel this way? I didn't think any of this was possible. I didn't believe that two people could connect so deeply that they could feel each other when they were physically apart. It's true. We are connected by the heart and soul. It's true. We are connected in a way that is so deep, I don't understand it. But I do know you are ingrained in my soul forever. Wow, that is so true, isn't it? How do we have that sense of being able to feel, you know, just as I was reading that, I could feel my twin like moving his, the back of my neck here. How do you have those sense of all these things? I mean, that is what is totally miraculous. So there we go. So today's message is about believing in the miracles and trusting that, like I say, the timing of things line up, like not when we think we should have it, but actually the timing of everything will line up perfectly for you. So there we go. I hope that helps. I'll be back tomorrow. But in the meantime, I hope wherever you are, then you have a wonderful day. See you. Bye.